We had just got back from taking my sister to the airport, and he came inside and saw something on the table. We thought she must have left something behind, but it had a note on it for both of us.
Dear Mike and Emma, it was really great to see you both this weekend. I know moving can be difficult and that your memories of Asheville will die hard, but I'm sure that you will both grow to love your new apartment. Here is something to bring a little bit of nature, a little bit of green into your new home. Love, Mindy.
I suppose we just plug them in then. So we plugged it in, and it came to life. There were 5 screens, 4 of which had this dirt sort of image on it, but as we looked, one of them changed it transformed into a grassy prairie of some kind. It completely changed. And as we looked around, we noticed that the other ones had changed too. They'd all kind of transformed into their own individual elements. There was a plant that had grown into a flower, bloomed into a really colourful pink flower. It was really beautiful, and as we looked around the cube, we saw that the sun, the sky, a flower, grass and water were all represented, and we both wondered what they were going to do next. My wife and I had just finished travelling around Europe for 2 weeks, and were so happy to be home. We were really tired, really hungry, but really pleased to be back. I kicked off my shoes, and my wife suggested that we open a bottle of wine. I thought it was a great idea, so I took a seat, and she went to open one. She started to open the bottle, but something caught her attention out of the corner of her eye. It was her flower tile. The flower had flexed when it sensed her movement, so she picked it up for a closer look. She saw that it was brown and withered, and realised that it was starting to die. She looked at 2 more of her tiles, and realised that they also were in really bad shape. She started to look for the 4th tile, as she knows she needs all 4 tiles for them to charge. She finds the 4th one, and then compares all 4 of her tiles together. Her ecosystem is starting to die, her little piece of nature starting to fade away. They are all in really bad shape, so she goes over to the charger to try to set them up. She removes the sun tile and then places each of the other tiles into a slot. She then replaces the sun tile back on top so that the charging can start. As the tiles charge, any damage done to them by experiencing lack of power gets undone. Flowers regain their colour and their posture, and grass becomes greener, rebuilding the field it was originally. The 4 elements are now ready to become an ecosystem once again. One Saturday afternoon, me and my wife decided we'd just watch a movie. I think it was a Hotel Rwanda. Yeah, that was it. The problem was we were really uncomfortable and it was almost unbearably hot, so I got up to try and open a window. We were so high up I was hoping a strong breeze would come in and completely ventilate the place. On the windowsill was one of our new flower tiles that my wife had placed earlier. So I pulled open the window, and as I did so, a gust of wind came through and the flower reacted to it and moved across the screen. But with the apartment starting to cool, I could get back to the movie. So I sat back down with my wife, just in time to catch the credits. As the movie was over, I thought I'd change the channel and put some football on. As I reached for the remote, I noticed something different about one of the tiles in front of us. I picked it up to show my wife what it was. She said this sort of thing happens all the time. That when I opened the window, the wind must have blown a petal off the flower and brought it over here.
Watch this.
She said, and she started to blow on the tile.